Hi everyone, my name is Rob Allan and I'm here to bring you yesterday's news today. I'm going to have separate sections in this order: human related disasters, natural disasters, weather, global politics, United States related politics, innovations and breakthroughs, sports news, and art news. This is a work in progress, so please suggest anything that you think may be helpful for the future. I'm still ironing things out and I want to find a proper way of doing everything. So please just bear with me. Feel free to go ahead and comment if you'd like and provide any tips or tidbits. I'm absolutely happy to take any. Before I continue, I'd like to read you a quick disclaimer. The content presented on this channel is for informational and entertainment purposes only. While we strive for accuracy, we do not guarantee the completeness, reliability, or timeliness of the information provided. Opinions expressed by hosts, guests, or commentators are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of this channel. All content, including news, commentary, and discussions, should not be considered professional advice in any form. Viewers are encouraged to conduct their own research and consult with qualified professionals when necessary. Additionally, this channel does not endorse or promote any illegal activities, violence, hate speech, or misinformation. Any similarities to real events or individuals are purely coincidental unless explicitly stated. By continuing to watch or engage with this channel, you acknowledge and accept these terms. Thank you for listening to that. Now we're going to go ahead and start with the news. So this is for February 27th, 2025, starting with human-related disasters. During a public rally organized by the March 23rd Movement M23 rebel group in Bakuya, South Kivu province, 2 explosions occurred, resulting in at least 11 deaths and 65 injuries. The rally was held to celebrate M23's recent capture of the city. The perpetrators of the attack are currently under investigation. And that was in the Democratic Republic of Congo. So, moving on, a stampede in New Delhi, India, at the New Delhi railway station led to the deaths of at least 18 individuals, including women and children. The incident occurred amid a large influx of passengers during the Maha Kumbh festival. Initial reports suggest overcrowding and inadequate crowd control measures as contributing factors. So this was a stampede in New Delhi, India, at the New Delhi railway station. Now moving on to Australia. The Star Entertainment Group, a major Australian casino operator, is facing severe financial and operational crisis following regulatory inquiries that uncovered significant compliance failures. The company has been unable to secure necessary asset sales and refinancing. The turmoil has led to trading halts and jeopardizing jobs of approximately 9,000 employees. Now, moving on to natural disasters. The volcano eruption in Hawaii continues. The Kilauea volcano continues to have eruptive activity, emitting elevated levels of volcanic gases and dispersing fine volcanic glass particles known as Pele's hair across Hawaii's Volcano National Park and nearby communities. Residents and visitors are advised to exercise caution due to potential respiratory hazards and skin irritation. So moving on to just the southern hemisphere. February 2025 has seen an unusual surge in tropical cyclone formations across the southern oceans, notably Cyclone Zelia intensified to a Category 5 storm, making landfall near De Grey in Western Australia on February 14th. Additionally, multiple cyclones have developed near Madagascar, leading to significant weather disturbances in the region. So moving on to Chile, an anticipated major seismologists have indicated a high likelihood of significant earthquakes occurring in Chile's mineral-rich northern region. This projection is based on the accumulation of geological stress along fault lines, with the area experiencing a substantial seismic event. With the area not experiencing a substantial seismic event since 2010, residents and industries, particularly in the mining sector, are urged to prepare for potential seismic activity. So moving on from natural disasters, we're going to go ahead and skip over to weather news. Tropical cyclone Alfred approaches Queensland, Australia. So, the tropical cyclone Alfred has intensified to a Category 3 system and is currently located approximately 850 kilometers northeast of Mackay, Queensland. The cyclone is moving slowly southward through the Coral Sea, generating large waves and strong winds affecting a broad area. Authorities have issued warnings for strong winds from Townsville to Kagari, with the waves expected to reach 2 to 3 meters, creating hazardous coastal conditions. Great Capel Island Hideaway has announced a temporary closure and evacuation starting today due to the cyclone threat. Residents in the affected regions are advised to prepare and review their emergency plans. So, moving over to the United States. The northern lights are visible across parts of the United States now. A geomagnetic storm is enhancing the visibility of northern lights, also known as aurora borealis, across parts of the United States. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration Space Weather Prediction Center has issued a geomagnetic storm warning indicating that the auroras may be visible as far south as New York, Wisconsin, and Washington state tonight. This phenomenon results from solar particles interacting with Earth's magnetic field, producing vibrant light displays in the sky. So, moving over to Connecticut in the United States. Connecticut is experiencing a rainy Thursday with temperatures ranging from the upper 40s to the mid 50s. This is also in Fahrenheit. A warm front this morning is being followed by a cold front in the evening, leading to intermittent showers throughout the day. Northern Litchfield County may see patchy freezing rain, potentially causing slick conditions during the morning commute. The National Weather Service advises residents to exercise caution on the roads. Conditions are expected to clear overnight, with sunny skies anticipated on Friday and temperatures in the high 30s to mid 40s. Now that we're done with weather news, we're going to go ahead and move over to global politics. So, Egypt convened an emergency Arab summit to address significant developments concerning the Palestinian territories. This meeting was prompted by widespread regional and international condemnation of United States President Donald Trump's proposal for Israel to assume control over the Gaza Strip and transform it into the quote-unquote Riviera of the Middle East, relocating Palestinians elsewhere. And moving over to BRICS. So, despite U.S. President Donald Trump's warning of imposing 100% tariffs on nations attempting to replace the U.S. dollar, BRICS countries, which consist of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, reaffirmed their commitment to reducing reliance on the dollar. Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva emphasized the group's determination to pursue alternative payment platforms, especially in light of Western sanctions in Russia. So, moving over to speak about the G20. The G20 Finance and Central Bank Ministerial meeting concluded in South Africa with discussions focusing on climate mitigation, financing, food insecurity, and inequality. As the host nation, South Africa emphasized the importance of addressing these issues to support global economic stability and development. Now we're done with global politics. We're going to go ahead and move over to United States politics. So, President Trump's meeting with UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer. United States President Donald Trump hosted British Prime Minister Keir Starmer at the White House to discuss various issues including the Ukraine conflict and trade relations. Trump announced plans to impose tariffs on Canada, Mexico, and China, while expressing openness to a trade deal with the UK. Now, moving over to some more U.S. News, the United States District Judge William Alsup in San Francisco fined that the mass termination of probationary federal employees by the Trump administration was likely unlawful. He ordered the Office of Personnel Management to inform agencies that it lacked authority to mandate such firings. Now, moving on to some more United States news, the NIH, or National Institutes of Health, has halted federal funding for health research since late January, following orders from the Trump administration. Despite federal court orders to resume funding, the freeze remains, affecting critical health research and leading to significant staff resignations. So now that we're done with the United States related news, we're going to go ahead and move on to innovations and breakthroughs. So Amazon Web Services, also known as AWS, has introduced Ocelot, its inaugural quantum computing chip. This prototype aims to accelerate the development of practical quantum computers by significantly reducing the costs associated with quantum error correction by up to 90% compared to current methods. AWS's Director of Quantum Hardware, Oscar Painter, noted that this innovation could expedite the arrival of functional quantum computing by as much as 5 years. Now, moving over to the NIH. Researchers at the National Institutes of Health have created a four-dimensional brain map using an animal model of multiple sclerosis. This map illustrates how lesions similar to those observed in humans with multiple sclerosis develop over time. Published in Science, the findings offer insights into the early stages of disease and may assist in identifying potential targets for treatment and brain tissue repair. Now, moving over to some more news and technology. Wellspring, a leader in innovation management solutions, has announced Evolve, a next generation platform designed to transform how research institutions, corporations, and government agencies manage intellectual property and innovation. Unveiled at AUTM 2025, Evolve aims to enhance efficiency, streamline operations, and empower technology transfer offices to effectively transition from research to commercialization. Now that we're done with innovations and breakthroughs for the day, we're going to go ahead and move over to some sports news. So the NFL Scouting Combine highlights some defensive prospects. The third day of the NFL Scouting Combine in Indianapolis focused on defensive talents with defensive linemen and linebackers showcasing their skills. Notably, Michigan's cornerback Will Johnson met with Las Vegas Raiders head coach Pete Carroll, addressing critiques about his speed with confidence. The Raiders also evaluated other defensive backs, including Trey Amos from Ole Miss and Darian Porter from Iowa State. So moving over to the NBA. In NBA action, the Golden State Warriors secured a 121 to 115 victory over the Orlando Magic. Stephen Curry led the Warriors while the Magic's efforts were spearheaded by Franz Wagner. The game took place at the Kia Center in Orlando, and that ultimately concluded with the Golden State Warriors securing that victory. So, moving over to some non-conventional sports news. So this is regarding snooker. The quarterfinals of the 2025 World Open Snooker Tournament were held today. John Higgins delivered a dominant performance, defeating Peng Zhenshu with a 5-0 scoreline, including a 125 break in the first frame. Joe O'Connor also advanced by overcoming Sean Murphy in a 5-1 score, showcasing impressive breaks of 135, 100, and 132. So now that we're done with the sports news, we're going to go ahead and move over to art-related news. So the passing of actor Gene Hackman occurred yesterday. So renowned actor Gene Hackman, age 95, was found deceased alongside his wife Betsy Arakawa and one of their dogs at their residence in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Authorities discovered their bodies on February 26th with no immediate signs of foul play. Investigations are ongoing to determine the cause of death. Hackman, celebrated for his roles in films such as The French Connection, Unforgiven, leaves behind a legacy of cinematic excellence. So, moving on to a gallery in Australia, acclaimed artist Vincent Fontauzo inaugurated his new gallery in Melbourne, showcasing a collection that reflects his artistic journey and inspirations. The event attracted numerous VIP guests from various sectors, including arts, sports, and entertainment. Fontauzo expressed gratitude to his partner Larry Kesselman, highlighting their shared vision of making art accessible to a broader audience. And moving on to Romania. The Romanian government has initiated a lawsuit against Christie's auction house and Russian billionaire Dmitry Rybolovlev to halt the sale of El Greco's painting San Sebastian. Romania claims the artwork was illicitly taken by the nation's last king, Michael I, over 7 decades ago. Valued at 9 million, the painting's ownership is under dispute, with Romania seeking its return to preserve its cultural heritage. So that's been all of the news for February 2027. February 27th, 2025. My name is Rob Allan. Again, this is a work in progress. I want to go ahead and mention again, as I mentioned previously, I do want to go ahead and add a section in the future about things that we may have forgotten about, just to go ahead and keep old news in step with current news. And I want to go ahead and make sure that that is still kept fresh in everyone's mind. So if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, if you have any suggestions, if you have any tips, if you have anything that you'd like to go ahead and contribute, feel free to comment, subscribe, send a message, anything like that. I'm absolutely happy. Again, this is the very first week that we are working on this. Tomorrow we'll conclude the first week of yesterday's news today, and I'll go ahead and return on Monday. So thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, concerns, just feel free to reach out. I'm absolutely happy to help, and I'm absolutely grateful for any contribution that you can go ahead and give. So thank you. My name is Rob Allan, and take care. Have a great day.